top 16. Oh, looks like we have the Pyramithra to counter.
I think both of these characters are ones where if you sit down, your opponent locks in this character, it's a 50-50 of whether you need to be terrified or it's going to be a free ride.
Yeah,
you know?
Exactly. and this matchup, a lot of people will just see this, oh, tier difference, blah, blah, blah. No, like, as crazy as Mithra is and Pyra is, the corners where they can sometimes struggle in the disadvantage, in the offstage, and guess who's really good at capitalizing off of that? The big pink.
Absolutely. I will say our local DDD player, Fox, believes that this is even at worst for King DDD. And he has shown regularly. Do I believe him? Absolutely not. However, I have seen many reasons to understand why Fox believes that. Offstage, this Penguin is a menace, lives for a very long time if Pyramithra isn't able to find those really early stocks. And my goodness, right now, 87, I don't feel that threatened.
No, it's what you expect, right? You have such a disadvantage in neutral, but however, when you're in disadvantage, that's where we're going to see DDD shine. And like I said, the stocks can be sometimes hard to take. Even with the hitboxes of Pyra, they might not kill DDD for a while.
Absolutely. Going to need to use this speed, though, because Pyra rather doesn't really have enough to maneuver around the Penguin. All those multi-jumps, it's going to be hard to catch. There we see a down tilt up smash scoop, but many other characters would have died. That didn't even feel close.
Yeah, Kalito has excellent mix-ups, using all his jumps, using that Dodo to land like that, just disrupting the juggle a little bit, making you second guess, so you can't apply as much pressure. However, Olive doing a great job of that right now with 163. Just needs one solid hit at the moment.
Yeah, especially with Pyra here, you just need like a forward tilt. You just need a jab at the ledge. Even potentially could do it. But the up air you always have to watch out for. Kalito not willing to let it go by without a second thought.
Yeah, when D3's in the corner, they will do everything they can to get out. They will throw out every living hitbox to just try to disrupt that pressure, because once you're on stage, it's scary. You have this inhale netting him the ledge trap where it's very, very frightening.
Yeah, ledge trapping is where DDD is absolutely strongest, but one thing I feel like a lot of people misunderstand when they're watching this character, they'll see DDD stuck at the ledge for a really long time and be like, man, they are struggling to get off. But actually they're just so content to chill there, almost Wii Fit-esque, where they will hug that ledge, use that up air to poke, set up Gordos.
But Olive, I mean, taking that, unfortunately, going to reverse that Gordo on Kalito. He took massive damage for that interaction. And now, okay, needed that back air, because that could have swarmed, or it could have gone very, very out of control very quickly for Kalito if he couldn't weather that storm.
Yeah, but you see the percent disparity where those stocks drop. It's actually not far off for Kalito to be in an even situation here. And there we're seeing big damage, a position to put Olive off stage, does reverse the swallow, so Olive's able to get back down, sets up that Pyra game, so we can maybe get one of those early stocks and not worry. Gordo giving Epic Kalito a huge parry opportunity.
Yeah, and I think Kalito's parries are very, very strong, and when DDD gets one of those close range, it can be very scary. He has several punishes he can get. However, right now, going to knit him that fair. That aggressive side B, okay, has to get his, oh yeah, he was a sitting duck there. His up B stuck, unfortunately, without it.
Yeah, not able to go for the up special or any of those sword moves because that side special was out and about. Epic Kalito taking big advantage. Again, with the edge guarding game, that's the one thing that really turns things around. So Kalito probably still has a little bit of life left in him unless we're seeing a big hit.
And you see the creativity comboing off his Gordo in disadvantage. And now Kalito has all this rage, and Olive has to stay so careful. Hitting that Gordo back, good job, but has to stay so composed. Okay, the jab. Yeah, not the best out of shield option. He just has to take that, essentially.
Yeah, just recognizing I can frame data bully you right now. In comes that big jab. But Kalito finally gets off the ledge, has an opportunity once more. Not committing to too much, wants to catch Olive swinging so that we can set up another offstage situation. Chilling at 166.
Kalito's so comfortable maintaining center stage right now, juggling this Pyramithra. Okay, the forwards are there, not going to do 194. Like you said, these stocks, they're hard to come by at times.
They are. I feel like jab would be enough at this point. Forward tilt definitely. Down throw doesn't quite do it. But at 200% now, just about anything will. The jab not from that far away from the ledge. Epic Kalito still holding on, and you have to watch out for these up airs from ledge. Watch out for the Gordos. You have to respect so much from DDD in that position, and now you are in a terrible spot as Olive.
It has to side B.
Yeah, and from that position, that's just cleanup duty.
Yeah, and you can start out the set well against DDD. You can take the first stock even. But it is a war of the trenches, especially in a matchup like this where stocks can be difficult to come by if you're Pyramithra consistently, right? So you have to establish a lead. I think that's a strong lead, not just I took this stock, because I think he got a bit too comfortable, got a strong advantage state in Kalito, knowing I got 3 stocks to work with. If I lift 200 per,
Yeah.
I still have plenty of time to come back on this.
200 per, you're big chilling.
Yeah.
There is so much work that Pyra and Mithra have to go through. You really don't have a lot of free tools to just knock at DDD's door and say, hey, this is a kill move, this is a kill move, you got to worry about all of them. He is chilling most of the time.
Yeah.
Kalito showed it, now going to Hollow Bastion as the response.
Okay. And I'm going to get that quick fab till that move is so... And just going for the quick dash attack actually almost had the read. That could have been it.
If that connects, I think that Pyra Mithra just cannot recover from that position. That move is so strong.
Yeah, and so good against Pyra Mithra, who can be too frameable at times during that up B. So I like the risk reward from Kalito right now.
Olive calling a few of Kalito's jumps to push into the corner, doing a good job there to find that position. And I actually really love the early Pyra swap, so you can try to capitalize as soon as possible, not even let it get to those 80-90%.
I kind of swore that hit, Maver. I mean,
It
that
was so close.
Right on that King's hat right there. But thanking his lucky stars, because that would have been such an early statement to make for a live. And I like how he's also being opportunistic too. He can't, like, instead of letting him live too long, I'm going to take maybe a few more risks when I can.
Using that command grab on the plat, really smart to catch Olive, holding that shield, almost set up into a back air. Now the Gordo, beautiful angle to cover your descent.
Okay, gonna hover around the ledge, just trying to find that opening. Now that center stage is found. Olive getting hit by a bit too many of these Gordos. It's very, very hard to avoid, obviously, at times, but Kalito's just a master at placing them where you're gonna be.
Oh no, jump in this position has to go high, and that's a big punish. Mashing that side special out of the swallow, because you can just mash out special moves much faster than anything else, put Olive in a really rough situation there.
Kalito is very ready for these side Bs, and he's proven that he's not getting caught by these hits and getting the appropriate punish when he can. He's totally ready for this.
Okay, trying to shark and catch the aerials, but this swallow has been huge for Kalito, catching Olive with the whiffs, not running in to Olive's ranges, but finally connecting that. A little bit of a sigh of relief on Olive's side. Some nods, I gotta, get in the game.
Unfortunately, gonna find that Gordo. They're gonna net him in a bad spot. That directional air judge was necessary, but that inhale gonna put him in another bad spot. How does Olive escape the corner? That dash attack, Kalito's been very aggressive with those all game.
Once more, that dash attack being a huge threat, but the get up attack from Olive gonna be everything we need to escape the situation. 90% though, I'm not feeling super comfy. Launch back that Gordo.
And they're so hard to contest at times. Such a meaty hitbox. Gonna net Olive some hits here, but he can't find anything meaningful, right? When he finds these hits, he's getting these solid 1 or 2 pieces, but you need a bit more against DDD.
Not quite connecting the grab. That whip is huge opportunity for Olive. Now turning things around. We have the ledge. What can we do with it? That nair's so meaty.
Yeah, good
really
option.
difficult.
Gonna net him back to center stage. Be down here. That's the big punish, but DDD not gonna die to that. Way too heavy.
Many other characters never survived that scenario. Oh, and the swap does get called and punished appropriately. Forward air comes through once again on the ledge trapping, on the edge guarding even. DDD shows the strength.
Finds that, sneaks that dash attack in that Gordo. That was an excellent job, but of course DDD, you're going to have to find even more of a solid hit here because you were just living in that forward tilt. Going to net him that center stage. Nice retaliation with the side B though.
Yeah, seeing that dash attack be a KO would have been huge for Olive, but not connecting it here, we can see 60% more out of Kalito before everything's over. We really got to clean up.
Okay, this juggle situation. We've seen Kalito so creative on his landings. Push back to the ledge, but he's been getting out pretty consistently, actually.
Gonna back up, respect the space, but most of Pyra Mithra's moves that are quote-unquote safe are purely by a range standpoint and not a frame data standpoint. So Kalito finding a lot of punishes with forward tilt, etc., finding the room.
Yeah, and Kalito always presses to confirm off that Gordo, right? He finds it in center stage, and you don't think DDD can't move that fast, but he finds an aerial afterwards very consistently. That could have been a confirm too.
Yeah, if we saw the connected to the back air, could have been the end of the game. Olive really not sitting healthy, going to have to do a lot of work here to catch up to Kalito sitting at 37. But hey, it's climbing. There's a good opportunity.
Pyra, even against heavy characters like DDD, if you get the right read, you will be in trouble. So Kalito has to keep focus here, gets the inhale. This is a spot he usually is very struggled. He struggled in all sets.
Kalito's found a lot of opportunities to catch these inhales because Olive is so terrified in the approach, doing a lot of running shields, and a lot of them are just getting swallowed up.
Yeah, but unfortunately going to be unsafe there, that dash attack. And that up tilt, one of DDD's best kill options. The character can